So a couple weeks ago, I talked about this guy who started this company that was supposed to use AI to help you check out when you make a purchase on whatever website you're on. Basically, instead of having to fill out all your information like credit card, name, address, whatever, his program was supposed to do all that at the click of a button with the help of AI. The only thing is that he didn't actually have an AI model that did that and basically just had a good idea but didn't know how to make it a reality. So after raising $50 million for his startup, he hired a call center's worth of people to fulfill people's orders to make it look like AI was doing everything. So basically, instead of having an AI database keeping track of your most sensitive information, it was some guy at a fucking call center who basically did everything you could have done just under the mask of AI. And eventually it got to the point where he had to shut everything down because, surprisingly enough, it cost way more to pay a call center's worth of people than to let AI do the job of what everyone else was hired to do. And thus ended the short-lived startup Nate AI. Now, I forgot when this exactly happened, but it was a couple years before people started to find out what was going on. Coincidentally, around the same time he was doing this, someone else was doing the exact same thing for 10 times the amount of money. So instead of integrating something into AI that never needed it to begin with, this guy, Sachin Dev Dougal, who we'll call SSD or SDD for short, Double D for shorter. So Double D over here had the genius idea of creating a program that lets you build a mobile app using AI. And according to the screenshot of this now defunct website's homepage, we make building an app so easy anyone can do it. A caveman can do it. Geico better watch out. They said that. That's right there. Look at, they put it in red writing. They did it. Your vision, your software, we just build it. No tech knowledge needed. AI means we can build more cost effectively and at speed. Your own dedicated expert is with you at every step. Now that last part couldn't be more true. But with there being over 6 billion people around the world using some kind of app on their phone at one point or another throughout the day, that's 6 billion potential customers right there, baby. So Microsoft, seeing this potential, invested $450 million into this company, even integrating it into their own services at a reasonable price of $10 a year. Not only will they help us in making AI-powered solutions to support businesses, but they've also made a financial investment into builder.ai to show their commitment. Now, I will say the entire $450 million didn't come from Microsoft themselves, but the title still isn't clickbait because Decerto, an account with over 1 million followers, who is the leading source of influencer, streamer, gamer, and viral content, said themselves Microsoft reportedly backed the network with a $450 million investment, even linking the article they got this so-called stat from, but then when you click on the actual article, it says nothing about them giving $450 million. But just so you guys know, it's not clickbait. This is facts. This is literal facts that was published to the public. Now, what's insane is that he was able to keep up this lie for 8 years, until just like the last guy I mentioned, a news article came out exposing him for using human-assisted artificial intelligence, where they just straight up talk shit about the people he hired, saying this AI company is all human, no intelligence. Not even that, but there were former employees posting on Reddit saying things like builder.ai was the first fraud company that was using AI domain to claim that they have AI to build apps. In reality, as some Reddit posts show, they were hiring tens of thousands of low-cost developers to get it done, and I worked there for 2 years and never saw one app actually be delivered. Nothing but angry customers. And that's probably because you're asking a human to create something meant for AI. Like, just to give you guys an example of what these people had to try and create, here's a picture from ChatGPT's image generator. Now, you probably think the prompt is something like a picture of an African lady sitting at a desk with a computer at night in the desert with 2 camels in the distance taken with the flash on. But no, this was the prompt they used. And this was just for a shitty picture that my prompt came very close to making. But imagine someone going on this website and typing something even longer into this AI, thinking that it's going to make them the app of their dreams, when in reality the guy who's getting the prompt over there at the call center is like, what? Boss, he wants me to make it fart every time somebody checks out when they purchase, and he wants me to have a gif of Steve Harvey pop up when they remove something from their cart. How the fuck am I going to do that? This is a call center. For a business that doesn't even take in calls. Like, these people were typing in super specific details on what they wanted their app to look like. Meanwhile, this is what it came out to be because they had some fucking Indian dude try to recreate what your blabber nonsense was on the AI prompt you had. But this was back in 2019, and just like the last guy, I'm sure when this article came out, he was like, what? Call center? That's racist. You're just saying that because I'm Indian. I would never do that. I would never hire a call center. Meanwhile, he made a deal with this Indian company to inflate his sales. But even if he wasn't exposed for this, it says that he was under investigation for money laundering, something he denied, but then in February of this year, he resigned from his position, still being on the board of members though, keeping his wizard title. Now this is just me, but anyone who likes to call themselves wizard unironically is not to be trusted. But after he had stepped down, a former Amazon executive took his place and then immediately lost all their money when he realized that the company only had $5 million left, but that they owe Amazon and Microsoft a collective $115 million. Low light care package needs to send their way. Low light, someone needs to settle that before they send in Jeff Bezos to start fucking shit up.
Right on through here, Mr. Bezos.
And just because this happened twice, don't think you can go out there and start doing this. I'm sure there are more people out there doing it, just waiting for the day someone exposes them. And even then, someone probably already did expose them, and it's just written in an article in a language that nobody a part of that company speaks, so it's just going undetected. Until in 2028, when it comes out that ChatGPT was running the largest call center in the world just to have their shit run flawlessly. But the guy behind this, Double D, was some kind of super genius and had already created and left 2 previous startups he made, one being valued at $100 million. So when he made this app, Microsoft did some checking around and they're like, this guy's legit, he's an Indian, but he seems legit, and we're gonna take that risk. Something they doubled down on, hiring another Indian to replace him. What's actually insane is that 2 weeks before this came out, this dude posted on his Instagram, after taking Builder AI from an idea to a global AI company, raising $450 million and working with thousands of customers and founders, I'm opening up one-on-one time to help others navigate the wild world of startups and AI. Are you going to teach us how to fraud investors? Are you going to show us where to hire a bunch of workers at very low cost? Like, this dude is just a fucking big goofy loser who thinks having money changes that, and it might have if he wasn't such a big goofy loser who scams his investors. And this dude knows he fucked up because I can't even schedule an appointment with him anymore. But yeah guys, with AI growing at a rate that not even the people using it can handle, then it's only a matter of time before this one big event, disaster, whatever you want to call it, happens because of AI, and the government has no choice but to regulate it because people are pretending to be someone that they're not, and or that there's just too much fraud going around and it's collapsing society as we speak. Kind of like the movie I just went over in my last video. But yeah guys, my friend Mira also got access to that Google Video Maker, and this is what I had her make to play at the end of my videos.
Hey, get away!
This is the calmest I have ever seen someone get attacked by a storm of bees. But I think I'm just going to put the last 3 seconds of the video as my outro. So in every video from now on, you're just going to see this, and you'll only know why if you saw this video. Until tomorrow, peace. Until tomorrow, peace.